welcome to Grand Capital. I'm Dmitry Krylov, Senior Trader with today's market overview. Well, let's take a look at what is happening around the major currencies. Let's begin with the Euro and United States dollar. The Euro USD recovered a bit today as traders bought up the weak currency. The Euro is trading at 1.3090. The Euro rebounded from a 7-week low against the dollar on Tuesday, as investors opted to buy at cheaper levels, but gains could prove fleeting should political deadlock in Italy cause wider problem. The euro is up 0.3% since yesterday's close, but still trading bearishly below the 100-day average, which is 1.3124. With the worst-case scenario having been delivered from the Italian election results, where the DPL's Bersani appears to have won the lower house, but will fail to win the 158 seats needed, even with the coalition to gain control on the Senate. The outlook for Italy has weakened. So in Italy, legislation is not passable without support from both the upper and lower houses. Accordingly, uncertainty from Italian political developments are sparing fears of renewed uncertainty and downside risk for euro. Italian 10-year bond yields have spiked up to a 3-month high of 4.76. Let's take a look to Federal Reserve System, because the speculation focus will also be on Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke's congressional testimony. Bernanke faces the first of 2 days of congressional testimony that will subject the Fed's controversial bond buying program to total scrutiny and gauge his confidence in the resilience of the United States economy. Euro-United States dollar stays within a downtrend price channel 4-hour chart. It's concerned to the technical analysis, and remains its downtrend from 1.3519. Key resistance is now located at the upper line of the channel. As long as the channel resistance holds, the downtrend could be expected to continue, and next target would be at 1.29 sharp area. On the upside, a clear break above the channel resistance will suggest that a cycle bottom has been formed at 1.3018. And the downtrend from 1.3519 has completed. Then other rise towards 1.4 sharp could be seen. Let's take a closer look to the Great Britain and its cable with the United States dollar. The GBP USD traded completely flat today, holding its position 1.51. With Governor King comments having little no effect on the markets. Entering the United States session, cable is flat to yesterday's close. Today, the Bank of England's Bean, Tucker, Miles and McCafferty are all speaking before the Treasury Select Committee on the inflation report. Adding to the dovish voices at the Bank of England, Paul Tucker suggested that he too would be open to expanding quarter, while Charles Bean defended the Bank of England's acceptance of high inflation for longer. Tomorrow's fourth quarter preliminary GDP is expected to show a Q&Q contraction of minus 0.3%, with weakness stemming from private consumption and exports. Concerning the Bank of England monetary policy makers, they gave strong hints in a hearing with MPs on the Treasury Select Committee that the pound is likely to weaken further amid its attempt to stimulate the British economy. Monetary Policy Committee members at the session made much of their mandate being for flexible inflation targeting, that there is further room for quantitative easing under the asset purchase program, and that they think that real exchange rate must fall to aid the economy rebalancing. About technical analysis concerning GBP and USD, remained in downtrend from 1.5843. The bounce from 1.5072 is treated as consolidation of the downtrend. Another fall could be expected after consolidation, and next target would be at 1.5 sharp area. Resistance is at 1.5320, followed by 1.54 sharp. Only break above these levels could signal completion of the downtrend. And back to Japanese yen. The United States dollar against Japanese yen is trading at 91.97, as the Japanese yen gained momentum on a weaker US dollar. Two separate incidents caused market reaction yesterday. The Italian election continues to disturb traders and bring the Eurozone crisis back to the forefront, with Silvio Berlusconi coming close to the power seat. Traders also reacted to the defensive testimony by Mr. Bernanke, as I mentioned earlier. So traders took these comments to mean that the Fed would continue its stimulus program, which weighted heavily on United States dollar, so it's coming down. The Bank of Japan may see more stimulus and new programs under Haruhiko Kuroda, an opponent of deflation, who ran the nation's currency policy and then built an international reputation leading the Asian Development Bank. Finance Minister Taro Aso told reporters Monday that Kuroda, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's pick as Bank of Japan governor, will work closely with the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister. So it would be interesting, and it really caused market many, I won't say disturbing, but something new, I would say. And back to Europe, United States dollar and Swiss chief. On the economic front, Switzerland's unemployment level declined to 4.116 million in the fourth quarter of 2012, from 4,122,000 registered in the previous quarter. Market had expected a level of 4,107,000, so lower expectations. In the Asian session at GMT 04, the pair is trading at 0.9326, with the United States trading 0.11% higher from yesterday's close. The pair is expected to find support at 0.9296, and a fall through could take it to the next support level of 0.9267. The pair is expected to find its first resistance at 0.9346, and a rise through could take it to the next resistance level, as I told, 0.9366. Well, Switzerland's COF leading indicator scheduled from release later today, so we are expecting of that. It's projected to decline slightly in February. Meanwhile, the UBS consumption indicators are also weighted, and also today. United States dollars stays above upward trend line on 4-hour chart, for example. But about technical analysis, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, mm, well, the key resistance level is 0.9366 if it's going right way. Well, for today that's all. And more details you can find on our site www.grandcapital.net. Well, what can I say else? Have a nice day and have a profitable day. Bye.